Suffer and bleed! We are the future! Face me, you c-
Going up. Ground floor.
What?
Got it.
No cover. Not good place to fight. No escape from strong! gone now. Pity. Strong is winner.
There we go.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Looks like the mutants have settled 2 mics north of here, taking over most of the town. They seem to be concentrated in the old Fallon's department store. I led a squad out a couple days ago to clear them out. We were ordered by Captain West to retreat when our squad was ambushed. When we got back, the captain chewed me out in front of the guys and then asked me to see him privately in the old recording studio. After reaming me out for several minutes, he took me off patrol and reassigned me to guard the HQ here. It's just so confusing. I mean, I'll never confront the captain in front of the men, but what is he up to? Why did he order the retreat and then blame me?
Bruce got what he deserved. Captain West should have stripped him of his rank for what he did. He's soft and it shows in the many leads. We're gunners, for crying out loud. We don't retreat. And his punishment? Guard duty on the top floor of HQ. Meanwhile, me and the guys are stationed down here in this dark, cold, shitty basement.
Too weak to carry everything.
Going up. Roof access.
Someone there? Time to die! You lose!
Who's there? Let's play. Damn it! Aren't you
Weaker than humans, even!
done already?
Wanted to trade a few things with you.
Just don't rip me off.
Hey,
Got a good look at them, boss. Place is infested. Was hoping to get some real blood on my hands. But I don't mind a little exterminating. Wanna move in?
there anything I should know about the place we're about to hit?
What? You nervous, boss? I wouldn't sweat it. You picked the right gang for this. Now, how about we get started?
Not yet.
Fine. We'll just be here dying of boredom.
Hey there.
You ready to move?
I wanted to change your gear before we head in there.
Are you serious? Fine.
Let's get this show on the road.
Hell yeah.
Die! You humans made us.
Fighting back like you have a chance.
Dead not need things. We take.
Things just got interesting.
Good fight.
Let me see what you got on you.
Take a look.
I want to change your gear.
Better be reasonable.
I want to change your gear.
Take a look.
Let me see what you got on you.
Take a look.
Hey,
What do you need? listening.
Heads up.
Need strong to... Smash something?
Unimpressive. But I guess it'll do. Sooner we get some supplies coming in, the better. You can run along now. Go tell them how it went.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge police station immediately for reassignment.
Look at these burn marks. They must have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that the Pridwin's in town.
Cavalry's arrived. And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
That ship. I've never seen anything like it.
Amazing, isn't it? We call our ship the Pridwin. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Gonna be a quick war with that thing on our side.
That's the plan. If history's proven anything, it's that an overwhelming show of force has a chance of halting a conflict before it begins. That being said, you're about to get to know the Pridwin up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
You haven't lived until you tipped a Brahmin with a vertibird. Now that's a challenge.
Paladin.
What are you waiting for? Get up to the Pridwin now.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting.
We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the local. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battle changes through the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. I wish everyone down there believed in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. Far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
I just want to let anybody watching know I'm re-smoking a cigarette real quick. I'll be like 2 or 3 minutes.
Strong wish he understand you better.
come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted her to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor her entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Pridwin and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Kells?
So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
I think I've already proven that you're wrong.
A Brotherhood soldier earns merit by respecting the ideals created by our Elder, not by simply killing the enemy and following orders. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Can you tell me anything about Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxon is the Supreme Commander of the Brotherhood. Without his tenacity and his vision, we'd still be a small group of complacent stragglers, occupying the Citadel in the capital wasteland. In a mere decade, he's grown the Brotherhood of Steel into a major military force. He's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything else?
Yeah. Where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxon grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else?
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxon's address, after which he wishes to speak with you. Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Welcome aboard. Elder Maxon is holding his address inside the command deck.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our beneath the Commonwealth. There is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing. For the second
Heads up.
Give to me,
in
human.
recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam. I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
Care about them? I thought we were preparing for war.
The Brotherhood is here to prevent a war by starting one of our own. The difference is, our war won't reduce civilization to ashes.
Don't worry, I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood, and he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Communications array calibration test
I
successful.
believe you're needed elsewhere right now. We can talk later.
Stray radio signals keep pinging the array. Gonna try to filter it out.
Superstructure integrity green. Hull plating stable.
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance. Tweaking pitch.
Guns and ammo. Forget human junk.
Proximity sensors green.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on. Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
No way to pick this. Excuse me.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
Can't pick this.
I'll administer your exam after you've checked in with Dance and Elder
Medical report, Knight Captain Cade reported. I've been working closely with Scribe Naraya, examining some of the synth bodies that our recon teams have recovered. Even though we have yet to recover the synths that appear completely human, these lesser models are still astoundingly advanced. What's becoming apparent is that the Institute is the most technologically gifted enemy we've ever encountered, and therefore exceedingly dangerous. I've turned over all of my data to Lancer Captain Kells, along with my recommendations for developing effective countermeasures for these synths. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much it will help, given the fact that the real enemy are the synths that could be hiding among us.
So how did it look out there?
Wondered when I'd see
Dance.
you again.
There you
Come
are.
back when you've got the...
How did it go with Elder Maxon?
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
Good. Because we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I don't want anything slowing us down. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
You can come with me or wait until I'm done. It's up to you.
In that case, I prefer to tag along. If you change your mind, just let me know.
Well now, wondered when I'd see you again. Strong
We need to swap some gear.
Strong can carry more than puny humans.
Food in the mess hall isn't bad. Well, as
Hi.
long as you don't smell
Well
it
now,
before you eat.
wondered when I'd see you again.
Welcome back, Paladin. Welcome home.
Glad to hear someone say that. Listen, I didn't have a chance to thank you properly before. I'm not sure I still have a place here. I've been away for too long. Maybe I'm not cut out for the Brotherhood anymore. But I'll give it time. I owe it to you and to my team. Thank you for giving me another chance.
Proctor Tegan's looking for folks to procure supplies from local farms. You should talk to him.
Excuse me, Captain Cade.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure, go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Those species aren't my type.
Good. I find the practice highly distasteful myself. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What? Not even a thank you?
I hardly need to... Oh my. It appears I've mistaken you for someone else. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Just learning my way around the Predwin.
Learning your way around? Ah, I see. You're the new recruit that Paladin Dance described in his report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed.
Maybe I could lend a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing you. I'm authorized to pay you for each bump. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, in any event.
I don't know about Scribe Naraya. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much.
There, try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. You can't fix it.
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a wire. Got it.
There it is.
I highly recommend leaving some of that equipment behind.
I owe you.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
I can handle myself.
Hey, if Paladin Dance vouched for you, that's good enough for me. You just don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power...
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate? Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Most people in your condition would have given up. Can I hear your story?
Sure. What the hell? I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
That's quite a drop.
The enemy had no way of getting to us up there. It was a perfect liftoff point for the vertibirds. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Wow, that's pretty lucky.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all about the steel, the servos, and the circuits. Besides, I'd hardly call getting both my legs crushed lucky. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot and leaves that memorable ozone smell behind.
Security's too tight. Won't be able to pick this.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side...
Right? I could use some extra caps.
You need them. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with them. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need...
Proctor Tegan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me...
Not really here.
Rules. I hope you're not another one of those by-the-book military. And this is the stowage. The powers that... If you need to stock up on...
That's good to know.
I'm glad. When I tell most of the good news... Yeah, most... Of course, if you're just looking to make it...
I could...
You need... And after you're done with the... In the meantime...
If you run into any synths, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
What can I get for you today?
I'm looking for some firepower.
Sure, I've got something that'll put a smile on your face.
Cade won't clear me for duty. I think he's giving me orders.
If dumb and ugly as a child, maybe a super.
There. That should
Let
work.
Maxon's
Thank
age
you,
fool you.
sister.
He's a brilliant
Worry
tactician.
about them getting out if they weren't on the ship.
Your concerns are noted, Scribe. Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you. Feel
Put
free
two
to
in
have
the
a look
head
at the
and I'll stay
specimens,
dead.
But please don't touch
Advice to
anything.
live by.
I refuse to be held responsible if you are injured.
Quite a collection you've got here.
Well, thank you. Most people don't appreciate the important work that I'm trying to do here. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
That's amazing.
Well, it's only a theory so far. You see, the ionizing radiation left behind by the Great War kills because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, after several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
I'm sold. If you're looking for someone to help, you can sign me up.
I appreciate the offer, but unfortunately, I've hit a stumbling block. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
No problem. I'd be glad to help.
I appreciate your confidence in my abilities, sister. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood. If you see or hear anything suspicious, it is your duty to report it immediately. We live in enemy territory now. Your vigilance could mean the difference between life and death. Understood?
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Good. Ad Victoriam, Squires.
Ad Victorium! Ad Victorium!
Dismissed.
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just, what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good. Firing!
All right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks, Initiate.
Sure. Unless you like getting radiation sickness. I'd stay away from guys.
That's it.
Well, that's a skill they don't teach in boot camp.
Don't think I can pick this.
No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell, I'd be the first one to kick them open.
Do you know what
Squire?
Sorry, Knight. I need to attend to my duties.
See the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bugs?
All right. Just don't tell Ingram, okay?
Fine. But there's a reason food's not allowed near the instrumentation.
You know, before getting shipped to the Commonwealth, I thought Elder Lyons still had some good points. The Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland, they were about helping. But this assignment, it's opened my eyes. On the flight here, we passed city after city, buildings taller than I've ever seen, some that nearly clipped the Pridwin. And who uses them now? Mutants. Freaks. Seeing all that destruction, tens of millions dead, brought on by technology run amok, it made it so clear. Elder Maxon is right. The wasteland needs to be cleansed, and we're the ones to do it.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner.
Now that you've had a chance to roam the Pridwin, what do you think, Knight?
She's very impressive.
Yes. Quite a feat of engineering, isn't she? It took the Brotherhood's sharpest minds over 2 years to design, and more than twice that to build.
Time well spent, I'd say.
Indeed. With the Pridwin in our arsenal, we can mobilize our entire division, sending her anywhere that Elder Maxon wishes her to go. Her presence in the Commonwealth ensures that our mission to defeat the Institute will end in victory.
They don't stand a chance.
Amen to that, soldier. In any event, I hope your tour of the Pridwin helped acclimate you to our way of life up here. I think you'll find that the more familiar you become with both her capabilities and her crew, the longer you'll survive as a member of the Brotherhood. You're dismissed, Knight.
Captain.
All systems are green. All stations reporting no malfunctions.
System deltas at 100%. Secondary deltas.
up the meeting. Now let's split the difference.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prydwen's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, sister?
Just point me to the action.
I applaud your enthusiasm, Knight. Let's get right to it, then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Having the Prydwen moored above the area.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights. Set her down and then hightail it back to the Prydwen for repairs.
look alive.
Feel like trading some equipment?
So boring.
This area seems to be in disarray. Wonder if this is recent.
No green stuff here.
Victoria!
Gonna splatter your brain! Gonna be a good fight!
Nice. Stop! Human! Stop! Human is friend.
Judging from the amount of dust present, it's safe to assume we're the first people to investigate this location for quite a while.
his legs clean off. What's that? A noise? Who's there?
Developing this level of technology is a lost art that the Brotherhood's hoping to revive. You hear that? Found you!
Excuse me, Paladin Dance.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years. I've seen what it would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, sister. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Paladin Dance.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
I just want to trade a few things.
Very well. Help yourself.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Anything you need, Elder? You just say the word.
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Any suggestions on where I should look next?
All I can suggest is that you keep your eyes and ears open, Knight. We have every available scribe working on a way into the Institute. It's only a matter of time before a method presents itself.
Levels are spiking. Might want to have the doctor take a look. If you're looking for ammunition or weapon mods, Proctor Tegan might have what you need. come.
Everything seems to be proceeding according to plan, ma'am.
You've crossed the line, General. There are some things I can't forgive. I thought I knew you. I trusted you. And then you joined up with the scum that prey on the Commonwealth.
I've left our settlements alone.
You really think that matters? We're supposed to be driving the raiders out of the Commonwealth, not inviting them in. Don't think that the Minutemen will stand by and let you bring even more misery to the Commonwealth. If that means shooting at you and your new friends, so be it. But that's in your hands. You can still turn back and try to actually make the Commonwealth a better place.
Is there anything I can do to make this right between us?
No, not after this. For the Commonwealth's sake, I hope you change your mind and come back to being the general we hoped for. I'll follow your orders as a loyal Minuteman. But our friendship is over. I can never trust you like that again.
Self-diagnostic complete. I'm happy to.
I just want to trade a few things.
We put on some wonderful radio plays. You should listen sometime.
Can't believe you and Preston let Mama Murphy die like that. You should have stopped her.
All systems are go, ma'am. Would you like me to go with you?
I don't mind hoofing it as long as there's some excitement at the end of the road.
You like brother too strong. Strong go with human.
Yes. Come with me.
Strong travel with human. Strong have extra meat. Take some human.
Look alive.
Here.
You might want to... Think about dropping some of that.
Get rid of useless junk.
It's astounding how much we still have. To discover out here. A pleasure to see you again, ma'am. Are you ready to depart? I must apologize for the odd noises I'm currently emitting, a consequence of being mechanical in nature.
should study my lines.
I'm always glad to see the sun come up one more time.
Now, where did I put my script?
Tinker.
Get much better than this.
Strong boy.
Hey. What?
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us, here in safe. Preparing for the future.
Gotta be honest with you, I feel more comfortable watching the ceiling above my head. I don't know how to fix the travel with the people.
Another day in the Commonwealth. At least it's not raining.
It's astounding how much we still have to discover out here.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
Don't much care for
me.
good neighbor.
I'm sure
that
I
place
have
is
something
nothing but
to
trouble.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Great.
can stop complaining when there's nothing left to complain about.
Sleep or food in order to survive.
I can't believe she's gone. Haven't we suffered enough?
You want something from the operators? Then you need to start handing over some more territory.
Those disciples don't want to show their face. We ain't hiding anything. We're the best.
If you ain't standing out, who's looking at you?
Hi there!
Shank. Well, well. Word going around is there's some new raider boss tearing up the Commonwealth. Not too shabby. I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
The pack.
Works for me. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, where do you want to hit? Huh. Was that... Wait. Pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Actually, I changed my mind.
Sure. You want to give me another target? Or did you maybe want to change up the job?
Let's do a different target.
Sure thing. So, what's the target? Huh. Was that... Believe that spot's one of yours, boss. Still want to proceed?
Actually, I changed my mind.
Of course. You want to give me another target? Or did you maybe want to change up the job?
Let's do a different target.
Sure thing. So, where you want to do this? Huh. Was that... Yup, that place'll do. So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some. Let them know we mean business. Lizzie Wyeth with the operators ought to have some tools you can use to make things easier. Plus, having an outpost nearby gives us another option. Claiming the airwaves. Building a nuka world radio transmitter at an outpost within range of the target will let them know we're closing in on them. Your Pip-Boy map should show you which outposts are close enough to serve. And if none of that works, well, I suppose you could always try paying one of them to convince the rest. And it's worth remembering, the more populated or heavily defended a place is, the more prep work you're gonna have to do to get them to bend. Just bring us back something nice.
Please, don't.
Disciples are finally where we belong. Nice to see you know what's next.
This is the most fun I've had since we got here.
If the pack is going to howl all the time, they could at least be good at it.
That business you wanted handled? Oh, it's handled.
So, you made it back. Here's what you're owed. I got something else, as usual. Interested?
Yeah?
There's a place nearby with supplies just waiting to be ours. Some may disagree, but I'm sure you won't let them live long enough to argue.
Who are we talking about here?
Railroad agents. Sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
Yeah, no.
You're seriously saying no? I think Gage and I need to have a little chat.
About time some halfway ran this show. Just don't mess it up. Killing beats stealing any day. Nothing beats the rush.
Last one died too fast. I'm losing my touch.
We going to get moving soon?
What? You want me to hold the door for you?
Hey.
Making a lot of enemies around here. Should watch your back. Disciples are a bunch of lunatics. You gotta consider what it says about you if you're handing over territory to them.
We are not people to be trifled with. Back the other gangs and see where that gets you.
Mags.
You know, I've got a job set aside that I think you might find stimulating, if you're interested.
What's happening?
There's an old nuisance that I'd like taken out. Up for a bit of wet work.
Who am I up against?
Gunner contingent. Chance for some real action.
Sign me up.
Superb. Happy hunting.
You look lost. Shouldn't you be out there claiming us a new haunt?
Hey, William.
Operators are sick of living off scraps. Time you rethought who you're giving territory to. What? You come to finally start making nice?
Hey there.
Overboss. A pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to... ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those rubes easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
Don't worry. Your gang will be taken care of.
Wonderful. So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
So it only works at settlements. Are there any other restrictions I need to know about?
Nothing beyond that. I've been trying to get the formulas working better for more varied environments. But for now, the current brew should serve.
Take any advantage I can get.
Well, this should give you one. Here. Only had enough to make the one locally. But you can take the recipe as well, should you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here. Ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot,
So do you like dressing up like a crazy person or something? Only reason I see not to support us.
Better nuka world burned to the ground than was run by the damn pack. Though that'll probably be the end result.
Think you're gonna want to get out of here. Why don't you back off before I do something you'll regret?
You're smarter than the last boss. Not like it's some big challenge. Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get out.
don't you back off before I do something you'll regret?
Watch yourself. The pack sticks together.
If you're wearing a collar, it's because you asked for it. Ain't no one's a slave that don't want to be.
Don't listen to the bleats of those operator sheep. Place stinks. Nuka World's a shithole.
Run with us, boss. We keep our own and bury our shit. Mason bit the hand off a Yao Guai, so watch what you try to feed him, unless you ain't fond of your fingers.
Yeah. Yes? It ain't easy keeping the zoo. We all do our part.
Life's too short for bullshit. Gotta party like it's your last day every day.
Yes?
Yes?
Don't listen to the bleats of those operator sheep.
Watch yourself. The pack sticks together.
Run with us, boss. We keep our own.
Mason tarred and feathered the last outfit, ain't been seen since, and ain't smart to go asking about it.
Everyone earns their place. You remember that, boss. Am I my brother's keeper? You better believe it. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Hey.
Don't you have something you were doing for me?
I got you covered. Sit tight.
All right.
office for only $35.
I bet it just kills the fact to see us run this place.
Attention guests. The last outbound tram to the Nuka World Transit Center will be leaving the park promptly at 11:55 p.m. Thank you.
Fist was weak, leader. Strong glad to be rid of him.
You.
What? Shit. Ooh. Whew.
Oh, yeah? Something I can do for you?
I'm here to make you an offer. This place will supply me and my friends in Nuka World caps, food, whatever you got. In exchange, we won't bother you.
Oh, I don't know. A lot of hard work goes into this place. Can't just give it to you.
Listen, you're gonna start working for me now, all right? Just keep the supplies coming and we won't have any problems.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back, now please, get the hell out of here.
Hey.
Next time, fight better. Winter spoils.
What the?
Fucking low! Not all. Drop gonna be a good fight. You lose! Okay, who's next?
see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why are they here?
Officer.
Heard you rescued Valentine. Good work. Those synths scare the hell out of me. But Nikki, he ain't like those Institute psychos. Don't worry. You're safe from the synths here in Diamond City. I hope. Get off your knees. You look like a jackass.
I want to be left alone.
Hi there.
Hi.
Everyone in this city is always...
Oh, I do hope you're here to make a purchase. It's what I live for.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Anything and everything.
I ain't saying I want to shoot you. That was...
Yes?
Hey there.
Can I help you?
Come with me. There's something you need to see.
Okay. Lead the way.
The Institute? I ain't scared of them. No, really. I swear.
Not supposed to talk to people I don't know.
Head on inside.
Shit!
Living take one dead leave.
Did the minute...
Strong just getting started.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
What? What?
They're threatening to tear the place apart if we don't get the hell out of there. It's cute, but irritating.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this. Figured this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking? Overboss? Something wrong? Chime in at any time.
What can you tell me about this gang?
Not a whole lot. Our scout said the boss calls himself Sinner. Claims to have a decent-sized crew ready to take what we stole fair and square. Suppose he just needs to learn who his betters are. So, are you and I of the same mind on how that ought to get done?
I will rip them to shreds, personally.
Bingo. Only language raiders in the Commonwealth understand. Force. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
These collars get damn hot. Pack lets it all hang out.
Gotta chase what you want to catch.
You know what it means to be alpha? I do.
What can I say? I'm good at what I do.
You're alpha, all right. I can see the caps in your eyes. Here you go, you greedy mongrel. So, don't suppose you want to help me out with another little something?
There a problem?
I want to cause a little ruckus for our so-called friends, the operators. They got a patron in the Commonwealth who's been funding them. I'd like to redistribute some wealth. Go fetch me that patron. Take this shot collar. Sneak up and slap it on when she ain't looking. Or beat her senseless and snap it on when she's down and out.
Who will I be facing?
A nobody. Should be easy for you.
My kind of work.
That's what I like to hear. Mason earned his place at the top. Don't forget.
Disciples are a bunch of lunatics. Gotta consider what it says about you. If you're handing over territory to them.
Making a lot of enemies around here. Watch your back. Think you're gonna want to get out of here.
Well, you come to finally start making nice.
How about something a little more challenging next time?
The Overboss returns, alive and well enough. Here's your piece of the cake. There is another job available, if you're interested, Overboss.
What you got?
We've become aware of a cache of